on the first day. Let me get a little picture of that. Okay, 4 components of algebraic thinking. I always think about the puzzle. What letters were on the puzzle? There was an M for modeling. We model stories in real life with equations. We model stories in real life with charts. Officially, we've not talked about modeling yet, but what you find is these 4 components, they're embedded in this course without, you just can't take it. We've already talked about some modeling. Isaac with his blocks, and modeling it with a sub n equals 2n plus 2. So the M was for modeling. There was a P. Patterns. P, the patterns, it's patterns, relations, and functions in the NCTM standards. But P on that puzzle is for patterns. Have we talked about patterns? Yes. With Isaac, again, adding 2 each time. There's a pattern. Making trains. There was a pattern with the snap cubes. When we had the snap cubes, and I said, make a pattern. And most of you did a repeating pattern. I think we had to make up a growing pattern. So M, P, what was the S for? Using symbols. What did we do on this problem with Isaac? We used N to represent figure number. I used A sub n to represent how many blocks are in the nth figure, symbols. And then there was a C on the puzzle. What was the C for? Analyzing change. So looking at, we've done a little bit of that because we looked at the repeating pattern where the changes stay in the same each time, and a growing pattern, the change is getting bigger and bigger and bigger each time. So there's the 4 components of algebraic thinking. The Pentagon picture, that is a big deal for this course. The Pentagon picture shows you 5 different ways you could represent a problem. What were they? A graph, a table. What did we do with Eric the sheep when I pulled some of you up here? We acted it out. So that would kind of fit into concrete example or pictorial representation. So graph, table, concrete, pictorial, verbal. And what was really hard about Eric the sheep?
Algebraic.
Getting the equation, algebraic equation, algebraic expression. So that's on the Pentagon picture. A big part of this course is taking a problem and, reading it and representing it in one of those other ways. Later on in the semester, we'll give you a graph and ask you to write a story that goes with the graph. So the lines on that little pentagon go in all the directions. So I could go from one to the other directly.